What is up, guys? Today we are back inside of Minecraft theme park, and today what we are going to do is we are going to finish Seabert Fletcher's quests. If you guys haven't seen the previous episodes, then I suggest checking them out. If you guys are stuck on the first quest for this one, because I will admit it's sort of confusing unless you know what to do, then make sure to watch my previous episode. Also note that there's a rope there. It might help you out. But we are now on to the last two quests for this guy, and then we just have one more person to do quests for, and then the game will be complete basically. I will be doing a few more episodes on the mini games in this mod thing. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. So I will make videos on those. But basically, we need to search for the boiler room under the log flume ride. So, if you guys remember, last time I said that we had to go through the door over there. And that is exactly where we have to go right now. So, we're just going to take our car, again, over here. And again, I should mention this, if you guys haven't seen the other episodes, the car is not necessary, it's just very useful. So basically, like he says, there's just 3 of these valves, and eventually this opens up, and then we just have to make water go to all the pipes. So these are sort of like puzzles. Usually the best way to do it, not surprisingly, is kind of just to spam them, and then eventually stuff works. The first one's pretty easy. You just turn each of them once, and the next ones get harder. The main hard ones that I find are the second to last and last ones. Otherwise, it's pretty easy. You just have to spam them a little bit, like I said. So we're just gonna turn this one. We're gonna turn this one, and then we're actually gonna realize that we don't want that one turned. And then we're gonna turn that one. So yeah, basically you just turn this one, and then this one's done. So that is pretty easy as well. But what we're gonna do now is we are going to do this one. This one is where it starts to get a little bit hard if I'm thinking of the correct one. So basically, we just want to have stuff do stuff. Which is easier said than done. But we kind of just want the thing down there, like this thing right here, to not be out. So we have to do that. And yes, this one gets a little bit confusing sometimes. Again, just kind of do stuff until other stuff works. There we go with that one. And that is complete. Now we just have one last one to do, and this one is also sort of hard, just like the third one. Again, just spam it, and then eventually it will work. So, yeah, we have to do all of this. So, we are just going to turn this one, and then turn this one, and turn this one, and then we're just going to keep doing that over and over again. And there we go. So basically, you just turn that one, that one, that one, this one again, and then this one again. And that should work. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk up here, and we are going to go over where the exclamation point is. Up the ladder, the flickering lights are going to make this look like a horror game. Don't worry, it's not a horror game just yet. I got to admit, some parts of the next area, if you're extremely sensitive to horror stuff, then you might find it as horror. I don't like horror stuff at all, but even I don't find it as horror stuff. So I wouldn't really consider it horror. But yeah, just keep in mind, there's stuff like evil animatronics in it. So yeah, if you don't like that type of stuff, then you probably shouldn't do the third area because it has a lot of that stuff. Anyways, we're just going to talk to Seabert Fletcher again, and then he's gonna be like, "Yay, the water's flowing again." And then we just have one more quest. which is actually not a boss battle, unlike the last one. So it is pretty epic. So he says that he bets we cannot beat his record on one of the rides. So we are going to beat one of his records on the ride. So you just want to go inside of here. Take your car back. Car is a very it's a very important thing. Anyways, so basically you just have to get a 3 minute and 2 seconds or lower. Actually, I think it's just 3 minutes and 2 seconds lower, like anything lower than that. So this is actually pretty easy. Something to note, you go that way. I know it makes no sense, but you go this way, not the other way. Otherwise you can't beat this. So we're just gonna slowly make our way up here, and then we're also, I forgot to mention, some of these mini games are now going to have coins. The coins are basically tickets. So if you want tickets for free, then get the coins. You don't really need coins. You don't really need to get the coins too much. But they can help, especially if you're running low on popcorn. Speaking of the popcorn, you're gonna need a lot of it for this next area, because like I said, evil animatronics, they try to kill you and stuff. And one of the hardest bosses in the game is there. Actually, the hardest boss in the game. There's only 3 boss battles in the game, but it's by far the hardest. So we're just gonna go down here again. I still don't understand how you're supposed to get all of those coins, because that's not how gravity works in this. But okay. Anyways, we're just gonna grab these coins, even though we really don't need them. We're just gonna grab these ones as well. And we basically just have to get less than 3 minutes and 2 seconds, like I said. There's not really much to commentate on. But once you get to this area with the octopus tentacle, then you know you're almost there. So it's been 1 minute and 40 seconds. We're almost there. This is the only area that's a little bit confusing, and it's because some areas have the stuff there, and some areas don't. But yeah, you just kind of find your way around, and then eventually it works out. So we're just gonna keep going. We are almost at the end. We have less than a minute to beat his score, but it does not matter because this is the end of the area right here. So we're going to easily beat his score. We almost actually beat the person in first place too, which is also the next quest giver. Never mind, we did beat the person in first by 4 seconds. So yeah, we completed the race. And that's basically it for this guy. So yeah, you're done with the Seabert Fletcher quests. Anyways, we are now going to head over to the train station once again to talk to Reginald. We're gonna start with the first quests of the Wild West area. This is the one area in the game where the first quest isn't actually the hardest quest. If I remember correctly, the second quest is the hardest quest. But yeah, we're basically just gonna head over to the train station, if I can remember where that is. I think I do. I think it's over there, maybe? Hopefully, yep, it is. Okay, so he is right over there. He is ready to talk to us. And yeah, we're just gonna watch what he says. So he says, another area saved. You're building quite the reputation around here, you know. I've already let Daisy and the Wild West adventure know you're coming. So we have the Wild West area left. And yeah, once again, if you don't like animatronic stuff, then maybe you shouldn't watch this. They're not really creepy animatronics. They kind of just look like Woody from Toy Story, except evil. So they're not really all that scary, to be honest. So I don't think most people will have a problem with it. But if you're extremely sensitive to horror stuff, then you might want to click off the video. So if you're one of those people, I'll see you in the next episode. you probably shouldn't come to the next tutorial either, because we're going to be finishing the game, and that has this area as well. We're definitely not going to be able to finish this area in this episode, but I will see you later if you guys don't like that sort of stuff. Anyways, for those of you that aren't sensitive to this type of stuff, we are on this area right now. Again, they aren't really creepy animatronics. They kind of just look like Woody from Toy Story, except evil. So yeah, they're not really that scary at all. But yeah, so we basically have to just take down one of them at the start, and then a bunch of them are going to appear in this area. So if you guys want to get anything, then make sure to get it right away. Also, that is the boss right there. That is going to be an extreme pain to do. So we're definitely only going to be able to do the first quest, which is by far one of the easier quests in this game. Because that one takes a while. But yeah, that's the animatronic I was talking about. He's kind of just Woody from Toy Story, but evil. I know I've said it a lot, but that's exactly what it reminds me of. So if you guys want to get anything from here, like, if you guys want to get anything from here, you're gonna want to get it now. Also, they forgot to allow us to not make the snow. So yeah, tennis balls are snowballs. So we're just gonna reorganize our inventory here a little bit. That should be good enough for now. We have tennis balls. They don't really do anything, so I wouldn't suggest buying them. There is a popcorn machine, so just keep that in mind. You can buy popcorn from here. There's also a donut machine. I don't know if there's a drink machine or not, so you might want to stock up on those before you come here. Then again, they only give speed boosts, so they're not really necessary. But anyways, we are going to get a little bit of popcorn. I'm gonna get 15. You can easily get swarmed in this area, so it's good to have a lot of popcorn nearby. So that way you can easily heal yourself and not die, because dying would be very bad. We're also going to get a donut real quick, because that will be helpful. So we are going to go to the first quest right away, which, if I remember correctly, is inside of that building. The sparkles are telling me that I am correct. So we have our crowbar right here. You don't actually need the crowbar. You can actually just hit the animatronic with your fist and it still works. Basically, you just have to take down the animatronic. Now, I'm gonna say, I will say this in the next episode. Oh, it appears the sharks are actually very useful against these. So if you have just watched and not gotten to this point yet and you're still at the fair, try spinning the wheel and try getting the sharks, because they are very useful in this. I didn't actually know they could do that. Anyways, we're just going to take the key from him, and we are going to let Daisy out. As I was going to say, I will say this in the next episode as well. The animatronics basically have 3 phases. The first phase, they hit you with a sign, and I have checked it. For some reason, doesn't do extra damage. But basically, they walk slowly, they attack slowly. They're not really much of a problem. If possible, don't try to kill these. The second phase they have is where they do, again, little damage, but they walk extremely fast. If they get into this phase, you'll know, because they won't have a sign, but they also will still have legs, basically. So if they're in that phase, you want to take them out as soon as you possibly can. If they are in the third phase, which is basically where they just crawl on the ground, like the first phase, you don't have anything to worry about. Anyways, though, that is going to be it for this episode of the Wild West area. And we finished the pirate area today, so that was also pretty epic. But that's going to be it for this episode of How to Beat the Minecraft theme park. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, or you want to see some more Minecraft theme park. And everybody, peace out.